playoffs.
I'm concerned that they're not in shape. The only one person that shouldn't be in shape is LeBron James because of the ankle injury. All other than that, everybody should be in shape. And my question is, why aren't they in shape? Why aren't they in shape? And Ty Lue, why aren't you holding them more accountable to be in shape? This is unacceptable. You're a professional athlete. Your job is to be in shape. Unless you're a sumo wrestler, then you can eat whatever you want to. Hey, you ain't got to be in no particular shape to be a sumo wrestler, Skip. You know anything about that? But anyway.
I think you do have to be in shape to be
Yeah, you have to be like 400 pounds.
No,
shape.
but I mean, you have to have some.
You gotta have cardio.
Yeah, you do.
It lasts 2 seconds. They belly bump, and then one guy goes out the ring or hits some part of his body touches the thing. Skip, even the games that they won, they're 3-4. They haven't looked good. They were down 14 to Chicago. They were down to Boston. Now, I'm not so sure had Gordon Hayward not gotten hurt.
I'm with you.
They might have lost that game.
They might have.
They were behind early to Milwaukee, and then you go down 37. Now, Orlando might be better than we thought because they got your
They
team.
blew my Spurs off the floor. It was over in about a quarter.
Well, it was same with the Cavs. They did the Cavs. It just if you just look at the Cavs, they got a lot of pieces that look good individually, but when you put it together, you're like, it's a mess. It really doesn't go together. It's going to take some time, and I think because the unit that they got out there on the floor now, I feel very comfortable in saying they didn't practice 1 minute together. Kevin Love, Tristan Thompson, LeBron, JR, the unit that they have going now didn't practice together. Considering LeBron had this hurt ankle, he probably didn't practice much of any. So any combination that's out there with him didn't get a whole lot of time in the offseason playing together. But this is unacceptable. I mean, they're last in 3-point, allowing the most threes a game, allowing 110 points. Skip, you cannot allow a team. The other night, Anthony Davis had 30 and 13. Boogie had a triple-double. Eton Moore and True Holiday were over 25 points. Who you beating if you allow 4 guys to have 25 or more points, Skip? You're not beating anybody. I don't care who your team is. You give up 13, 14 threes a game, and you let a team shoot what they shoot from the field, what they're allowing, you're losing. You're not going to beat – this is not the 80s, because if you allow 110 points back in the 80s, you're probably going to win that game because you scoring 125. But it's a different era now. It's a different time. They need to get on the ball. I believe they'll come together once they get more practice time together. But I'm concerned that they're not in shape. And I need to know why everybody is not in shape other than LeBron.
So I guess it was appropriate that LeBron dressed up as a clown for Halloween.
Man, see, there you go with that bull jive, Skip.
They've been playing like clowns. Maybe it was a statement.
No, that ain't what he
Maybe he was saying we're clowns.
No, that's not what he was saying.
I know he was an evil clown, but...
Skip, you need to stop
It was
now.
a good costume. I liked it. It was clever.
Talking about the man dressed up as a clown.
Well, it's the it clown. You know.
Anyway.
Yeah, I know what it is.
All right.
You need to stop, though.
He was making a statement.
He wasn't making
They're playing clownish basketball.
It's Halloween.
Yeah, it's Halloween. I got a chuckle out of it.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Now, back to business. I am not going to overreact to a pathetic 3-4 start by the Cleveland Cavaliers in the month of October. Long ways to go, but I do see a trend that's carrying over from last year. I don't know about in shape, out of shape. LeBron looks like he's in phenomenal shape.
He ain't in no shape. You know he had his ankle hurt.
But he's in, come on, stop.
No, he about 4 pounds over.
Whatever, okay, fine. But last year, this was a poor defensive team, and this year, so far, so bad, it's a poor defensive team. It ended the regular season last year tied for 22nd with the Brooklyn Nets in defensive efficiency. And I kept telling you at the end of the year, over the last 46 regular season games last year, they went, the Cavs, 23-23. It was a bad sign, except they get to play in the Eastern Conference. So they got to play George Paul in the first round.
George.
Yeah, but he turned back into George Paul. He did. You know it, and I know it.
Man, the man almost averaged a triple-double.
What stat did I see the other day? He's now, in the last 20 seconds of games, when he takes shots, he's 0 for 14 in his career, George Paul is. I mean, he's a complimentary star, and he's playing great with Russ, because that's a good click, man. I like the Thunder. That thing's really working.
No, you like calling that man out his name.
Okay, but okay. So then they get Toronto. They just own psychologically Toronto. You know it, and I know it.
Can I ask you a question?
And then Isaiah goes down in game 2. What did he make it? 18 minutes of game 2 in Boston.
Can I ask you a question? Had they played anyone else other than Golden State from the West, you believe
San Antonio would have beaten them soundly, just like Golden State beat them soundly. San Antonio was on its way to eliminating Golden State, but that's all. I will not get back into Zaza Pacheep shot. But let's go back. Look at what happened.
Kawhi always stay hurt.
Okay,
Leonard.
well, maybe he's hurt now, and I don't know.
Why?
A timetable to get him back, so I don't know. Okay, look at the first two finals, Cavs versus Golden State. The Cavs played really good defense against Golden State because it's hard to stop them. Mm-hmm. And the Cavs held them over those first two finals. Obviously, they won the second one in Game 7, but they held them to 101 points a game over those two finals.
Yes.
That'll work. You're going to stay in all those games.
Right.
Last year, Golden State averaged 122 points in those 5 games. Well, that won't work. You're going to lose in 5.
Tell them about that 7-foot big brother that came to join them.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's like change the world difference maker.
Let me skip.
You're not talking about Zaza Pacheep shot, are you?
I'm talking about 35.
Well, he was a 7-foot brother.
Yeah. No, stop. Yeah. Pacheep shot averaged 2 points a game.
Right.
It's Kevin Durant averaging 30.
I got it. But you could still play better defense than 122 a game. And here's what's happening. LeBron James used to set the tone defensively for them just the way Michael Jordan did at an advanced age in 1998 for the end of the Chicago Bulls run. That was a defensive basketball team even more than it was an offensive team because, as you know, they had Pippen and Ron Harper, and they would just stifle you at midcourt. And Rodman. But in this case, LeBron, and again, he's a great player. He's all-time great, but he is an aging basketball player, and now he focuses more on the offensive end than on the defensive end. So he's not capable at this age, what is the 15th year, he's not capable. He knows that his IQ is too high to spend too much of his energy on the defensive end. Yeah. I don't have any problem with that, except your team it's not going to feed off you defensively the way it used to feed off you. So you're going to cakewalk through the East. They're going to win the East, although Boston does have the best record. They're going to be a threat. Do I think that with Dwayne Wade that the Cavs can get them in the Eastern Conference Finals? Yeah, I would give you the edge. But it's all about who you're going to play in the finals. And when you get to the finals, you're not going to be good enough defensively to even have a prayer in the finals. That's just me. That's what's happening.
But let me ask you a question. Golden State and Cleveland play in the finals, and Kevin Durant is there. You believe the Warriors beat Cleveland last year?
If he's
if
not
Kevin
there,
Durant is not there, no, they're not.
I think they would have. I just don't think Cleveland was defensively what they used to be.
Remember,
Steph and Clay would still light them up.
No.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.